Dublin Port boasts cutting-edge facilities and terminals for cargo and passengers. Key areas include 3 multi-purpose terminals, a primary cargo handling basin, and dedicated ro-ro and lo-lo terminals. The port also offers bulk liquid storage, a cruise terminal, and cold storage for temperature-sensitive goods, ensuring efficient and safe handling of diverse cargo types. It is strategically located at the mouth of the River Liffey, which flows through the heart of Dublin City. The port area is divided into several zones, each dedicated to specific operations and cargo types, extending over 260 hectares of land. The north and south quays run along the banks of the River Liffey, connecting the city centre to the port area. These quays accommodate various port facilities including offices, warehouses and cargo handling equipment. The Alexandra Basin in the northern part of the port is the primary cargo handling area. It consists of several berths, quays and terminals. Ro-ro, roll-on, roll-off terminals designed for efficient handling and transportation of trucks, trailers and other rolling cargo are located on both the north and south sides of the port. Low-low, lift-on, lift-off terminals responsible for handling containerised cargo are strategically placed within the port, providing quick access to storage areas and transportation connections. These terminals use specialised cranes to transfer containers between ships and the port's facilities. Dublin Port's cruise terminal is located close to the city centre, offering passengers easy access to Dublin's attractions and amenities. The port also includes dedicated areas for bulk liquid storage, cold storage facilities and other supporting services, such as fuelling and waste management. The port recently opened an inland port facility which acts as a cargo consolidation and distribution centre, providing additional storage capacity and enabling efficient transport of goods to and from the port via rail and road. Dublin Port handled over 38 million tonnes of cargo, 1.7 million people, 90,000 trade vehicles and 500,000 tourist vehicles in 2022, making it the largest port in Ireland. Major roads such as the M50 and M1 provide direct access to the port via the Dublin Port Tunnel. Dublin Port is also directly linked to the Irish Rail network, facilitating the efficient movement of cargo. The rail connections at the port are mainly used for transporting bulk and intermodal cargoes, such as containers, construction materials and agricultural products. The port contains a range of services, including fuelling, waste management and ship repair. It is also home to Dublin Port Centre, providing office space, conferencing facilities and a modern control tower. To meet growing demand, Dublin Port has some ambitious expansion plans. The Dublin Port Master Plan 2040 mainly comprises several smaller improvement initiatives which outlines the port's vision for future growth and development. It includes proposals for land reclamation, new berths, additional warehousing and logistics facilities, and enhanced road and rail connections. The master plan also emphasises the importance of sustainability and community engagement in the port's future developments. Recently, Dublin Port released plans for a new bridge over the River Liffey linking the north and south docks, which would alleviate freight traffic on the surface streets, alongside plans for a new ro-ro and a new container terminal. However, the Green Party, which are currently in a coalition government, have recently challenged this plan. The port prioritises security with a comprehensive system that comprises of perimeter access control to cybersecurity and close cooperation with the law enforcement agencies such as the Irish Police and the Irish Coast Guard. Dublin Port handles a diverse range of cargo, including containerised goods, roll-on roll-off cargo, liquid and dry bulk, break bulk and project cargo. To efficiently manage the various types of cargo, the port utilises advanced equipment and technology, such as container cranes, ro-ro ramps and specialised bulk handling equipment. Dublin Port is a vital hub for Ireland's trade with key partners like the UK, continental Europe, the US and Asia. Handling a diverse range of imports and exports, the port is crucial for facilitating the movement of goods such as petroleum products, food, consumer goods, pharmaceuticals and machinery. As a key facilitator of global trade, Dublin Port continuously adapts to changing patterns and enhances its capacity to serve its partners effectively. Customs and Border Patrol play a crucial role, ensuring smooth trade flow and compliance with regulations. They oversee import-export documentation, inspect cargo and enforce customs laws. While the pandemic had an impact on cargo volumes, the port has largely returned to or surpassed pre-pandemic levels. As global trade has increased and Ireland's economy has continued to grow, there has been a continuous uptrend in cargo and passenger volumes. Notably, containerisation increased from 168,000 TEUs in 1990 to over 720,000 TEUs in 2020 and 825,000 in 2022. Ro-ro cargo also reached over 1 million units in 2022. The port has also seen fluctuations in bulk and break bulk cargo volumes, a growing emphasis on green cargo and advances in digitalisation and automation. Overall gross tonnage was up 5% year on year from 35 to 36.7 million tonnes. Dublin Port is a hub for passenger ferry services. connecting Ireland with the United Kingdom and mainland Europe. Several ferry operators offer regular services from Dublin Port, providing both passenger and freight transportation. Here's an overview of the key ferry operators and their routes. Irish Ferries offers routes to Holyhead in Wales with 4 daily sailings and Cherbourg in France with 3 weekly sailings. The route to Holyhead is also serviced by high-speed ferry. Stena Line offers a Dublin to Holyhead sailing, also with up to 4 daily sailings. P&O Ferries offer a direct sailing to Liverpool with 3 daily sailings. With Brexit, more ferry services are expected. Moving away from Dublin momentarily, there are already new routes to Spain and France from both Rosslare and Cork ports. The port is also a popular destination for cruise ships, attracting thousands of tourists each year. In recent years, Dublin Port has seen a surge in cruise ship visits, hosting over 150 cruise calls in 2019 before the pandemic. Passenger volumes at Dublin Port have been steadily increasing, with over 1.95 million passengers passing through the port in 2019. The growth in passenger volumes is driven by increased tourism and improved ferry services. Passenger volumes are yet to return to pre-pandemic levels, with 1.7 million passengers passing through in 2022 compared to 1.9 million in 2019. To ensure passenger safety and comply with regulations, Dublin Port enforces strict security and immigration checks. Passengers must pass through passport control and security screening before boarding and disembarking. Dublin Port Company, a state-owned commercial entity, is responsible for the management and development of Dublin Port. The company is overseen by a board of directors appointed by the Minister of Transport and operates under the Harbours Act of 1996. Dublin Port Company enforces strict regulations to ensure the safety of port users, workers and the environment. These regulations cover aspects like vessel navigation, pollution prevention, waste management and occupational health and safety. The port also collaborates with the Irish Coast Guard and other agencies to maintain a safe and secure environment. Shipping lanes in Dublin Bay play a crucial role in facilitating maritime traffic to and from Dublin Port. These lanes, also known as sea lanes or traffic separation schemes, are designated routes for vessels to follow, ensuring the safe and orderly movement of ships in the area. In Dublin Bay, the shipping lanes are strategically designed to accommodate various types of vessels, including cargo ships, ferries and cruise liners. They take into account factors such as water depth, navigational hazards and proximity to environmentally sensitive areas. These lanes are monitored and managed by the Vessel Traffic Service of Dublin Port, which provides crucial information such as weather conditions, tidal data and navigational updates to ships navigating the area. The VTS also coordinates vessel movements, ensuring efficient traffic flow while minimising the risk of collisions and groundings. Dublin Port actively collaborates with other Irish ports and international associations to share knowledge, best practices and develop joint initiatives. The port is a member of organisations like the European Seaports Organisation and the International Association of Ports and Harbours. Dublin Port is a thriving ecosystem for shipping and logistics companies, with many prominent players like DHL, Maersk and MSC having a presence at the port. These companies offer a range of services including freight forwarding, customs brokerage and supply chain management. The port's strategic location and excellent transport links make it an attractive hub for warehousing and distribution. Several industrial estates and logistics parks are located near the port, offering storage and distribution solutions for various industries. This is alongside the inland port which opened recently. Dublin Port hosts a range of maritime service providers, offering services such as ship agencies, bunkering and ship repair. These businesses support the smooth operation of the port and contribute to the local economy. Brexit has brought about significant changes in trade patterns and procedures at Dublin Port. The port has experienced a shift in cargo routes with a notable increase in direct trade between Ireland and the EU, bypassing the UK land bridge. Post-Brexit challenges for Dublin Port include adapting to new customs procedures, increased administrative work and potential delays in cargo handling. However, Brexit also represents opportunities such as fostering new trade partnerships and attracting investment in port infrastructure to cater for the changing trade patterns. In response to Brexit, Dublin Port has seen the emergence of new trade routes and partnerships. The port has witnessed an increase in direct ferry services between Ireland and European ports, such as Rotterdam, Porto, Santander and Zeebrugge, reducing reliance on the UK land bridge. Brexit has significantly impacted on Irish exporters and importers, requiring them to adapt to new regulations, customs procedures and trade routes. While the transition has been challenging, the new trade landscape also offers opportunities for businesses to explore new markets and strengthen their supply chains. It looks like smooth sailing for Dublin Port. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed this operational overview of Dublin Port. Please give us a like and subscribe so the algorithm promotes this video to more people.